New laws make it compulsory to get your pet cat microchipped in England or face a fine of up to £500. Now, cat owners in England have to ensure their pets are microchipped from today as new legislation comes into force. The rules apply to all cats over 20 weeks of age.
Here's what you need to know then. So owners have a 3-week grace period from today to get their animals microchipped, or they may face a fine of up to £500.
There are thought to be just under 9 million cats in England, with more than a fifth, that's around 1.8 million cats, not yet chipped.
We need a lot of chips.
We do.
Our reporter Dave Guest is at an RSPCA animal hospital in Manchester for us this morning. Dave, good morning. So, it's still to be done.
Good morning, John. Yes, there is indeed. As you say, I'm at the RSPCA hospital here in Salford. This is Ninja. Now, typical of working with animals, just before we went on air, he was looking at the camera and smiling. He isn't now. Anyway, Ninja's recovering from quite a serious operation, and he's one of many residents here. Another one, let me introduce you to Hastings. Now, Hastings was a stray when he was taken in here. He's in pretty good health. Now, Hastings is chipped, and that's a jolly good thing too, because if you own a cat, as of today, you have to have them chipped, otherwise you could face a fine. Well, Megan is a vet here. Just demonstrate for us how we can tell that Hastings is chipped. I'll just take that out of there.
So we just use a microchip scanner.
Yep.
And the chip is inserted in the back of the cat's neck, and we just lose that over there. That
Yep.
beep signals that there is a microchip in Hastings, and there's a number on here, which is his microchip number.
Oh, fantastic. So, as of today, as I say, cats have got to be microchipped.
Yep.
What's your opinion of that?
So, right, Hastings, get back in there.
Is he going back in the box? Oh, he doesn't like it in there. But anyway, just for a few minutes, Hastings.
Yes.
So, what's your opinion of this, the fact that people will now have to have them microchipped?
As the RSPCA, we're really happy that this law has come into place. There's loads of benefits to microchipping your cat. The main one is that we're much more likely to be able to reunite owners with their cats if they're lost, stolen or injured. But there's other benefits. We're hoping it will reduce the amount of abandoned cats we get presented with, people maybe less likely to unfortunately dump their cats anywhere. And some of the smaller benefits that people might not be aware of is the fact that you can get microchip cat flaps. So that means that only your cat can enter and leave your house. And you can also get microchip food bowls, which means you can control your cat's diet if they were overweight or needed a specific food.
So it sounds like a great thing. Why would people not have the microchip then? What's putting them off?
I think a lot of people weren't aware of the benefits. You know, prior to this, maybe they didn't realise how important it was. And I think a lot of people think, oh, well, you know, my cat's an indoor cat, or it doesn't stray very far, but you just never know. It's always good to make sure you've got a microchip, just in case something were to happen.
Does it hurt them when they're having the microchip put in?
It's basically like, so they should have their annual vaccines. It's just a one-off injection in the back of the neck. It's not painful at all, and it should last them a whole lifetime. So it's just one thing that they have to have, and then that's it for their whole lives.
Well, if Brian the cameraman comes back, I can show you actually one of the chips, just like that. So they're only actually very small, aren't they? They go just under the skin.
Yeah.
One quick injection and it's done.
It doesn't bother the cat at all. Once it's in the skin, they don't even know it's there, so they can't feel it. It's not bothering the cat at all. So it's a really quick and simple procedure to have.
And once you've had your cat microchipped, it stays with the cat for life. But if you move house, you have to go into the database. You register on the database in the first place, then you have to change your details if you move.
So it's the owner's responsibility to make sure that the cat's microchip details are up to date. So if they move address or change phone numbers, it's their responsibility to make sure it's changed on the database. If an owner's not sure what details are on there or what the cat's number is, just make an appointment with your vet and the vet can scan it and find that out for you.
OK, Megan, thanks very much. And thank you to you, Hastings, for being so patient. So you've been told, make sure your cat is microchipped.
We have been warned, Dave. Thank you very much indeed. John, are you going to say it or am I?
You are.
No, you are.
Hugh is.
What? No, come on. If I give you good stuff, you use it. If I give you bad stuff, you blame me.
Hugh was calling it the Battle of Hastings.
It was a real
Hastings,
battle
the cat,
with
was
Hastings
being
there, wasn't it?
forced in and out of its cage.
Really built it up to be a good line there, didn't you?
You look ashamed, and rightly so.
I'm sure Hastings is fine.